program.
Okay, sir. I'm then starting the program. Good morning, everyone. On behalf of Malda College and Shivna Shastri College, I am Shritama Ghosh, faculty member of Department of Commerce, Shivna Shastri College. Welcome you all in the one-day international webinar on Living with Lockdown, Lessons from India's COVID-19 Responses and the Way Forward to Economic Survival. The webinar is jointly organized by the Commerce Department of Malda College and Commerce and Economics Department of Shivna Shastri College. I will request all of you to kindly mute your audios and videos for the smooth functioning of the program. Our world is facing the biggest crisis since World War II. Almost every country has been affected by the devastating coronavirus disease. The pandemic caused by COVID-19 has created a tremendous shock and fear among all of us, thereby putting two-thirds of the global population under lockdown. The Indian economy has also been hit hard and facing the glare of a major depression. At present, we are facing two major challenges. Firstly, to save the country from the spread of coronavirus, and secondly, to save the economy from the unfolding economic uncertainty due to the dual effect of coronavirus pandemic and the global and national lockdown. Today's webinar will give us an insight about this current crisis and how to deal with it. I will request you all to kindly mute your audios and videos for the smooth functioning of the program. If you have any question, please feel free to write it in the chat box. We will now start our program by an inaugural song by Ms. Shantini Bakchi, faculty member of Department of Commerce, Shivna Shastri College.
I express my regard to all of you present. Now I am going to sing a Rabindra Songit. Burisho dhara maase shanti lobare. Burisho dhara maase shanti lobare. শুষ্করে দয়লয়ে আছে দাঁড়ায়ে শুষ্করে দয়লয়ে আছে দাঁড়ায়ে ঊর্ধ্ব মুখে নরনারী বুড়িশ মাঝে শান্তির বাড়ি বুড়িশ মাঝে শান্তির বাড়ি না থাকে অন্ধকার না থাকে মোহপাপ না থাকে শোকরিতা না থাকে অন্ধকার না থাকে মোহপাপ না থাকে শোকরিতা হৃদয় বিমত আদর্শ বলো হৃদয় বিমত প্রাণশ বলো বিঘ্ন দাও অপসারি বুড়িশ শান্তির বুড়িশ ধরা মাঝে শান্তির কেন হিংসাদে কেন ছদ্মবেশ ভিতরো ভিতরো প্রেম পাষাণো হৃদয়ে ভিতরো ভিতরো প্রেম পাষাণো হৃদয়ে তোমারি গুরিষু রামাসি শান্তির বারে গুরিষু রামাসি শান্তির বারে
Thank you, Shantani, for your wonderful performance. Now I would request to switch off your audio. Please mute your audio. Anyone's audio is on. Nothing is heard.
Hello, Bipro, please mute the audio. Participants, video. Someone is unmute your audio, please. We are disturbing. Okay.
Thank you, Shantani, for your wonderful performance. Now I will invite Dr. Manush Kumar Boiddo, Principal of Malda College, to give the welcome address.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to international webinar on living with lockdown, lessons from India's COVID-19 response and the way forward to economic survival. It gives me immense pleasure to extend to you all a very warm welcome on behalf of Malda College, Malda, and Shivnath Shastri College, Kolkata. I take this rare opportunity to welcome and express my sincere thanks and gratitude to my most respected sir, Professor Dhruvo Ranjan Dandapat, the renowned professor of the Department of Commerce, University of Calcutta, and who is the inaugurator of today's webinar. I would like to convey my sincere thanks and gratitude to our administrator, the district magistrate, Mr. Rajarshi Mitro, IAS, for his continuous encouragement in this direction. I also would like to welcome and convey my sincere thanks to all the resource persons and chairpersons, chief guests of today's webinar, and to all learned participants. Really overwhelmed responses from the different corners of our country as well as globe to our humble initiative. 967 participants, professor, associate professor, assistant professor, research scholars, students from more than 200 higher education institutions across the globe have joined in this international webinar. Thanks to Team Malda College, especially all faculty members of the Department of Commerce for taking initiation in this webinar. Thanks to Shivnath Shastri College, especially Principal Madam Runa Vishwas and Soumo Banerjee for their support and cooperation to organize this mega webinar. The spread of COVID-19 has affected almost all spheres of our life, physical, emotional, and economic. Undoubtedly, this coronavirus has put the world economy at a major risk. India is not exceptional. Even after the announcement of the economic package in the midway, India's GDP estimates were downgraded even more to negative figures, signaling a deep recession. On 26th May, CRISIL announced that this will be perhaps be the India's worst recession since independence. In this backdrop, many questions arises in our mind. How will the government increase demand or consumption? What will be the role of banking sector to regularize the credit flow since there is absolutely dearth of demand? What will be the role of government to compensate or accommodate the employees who has lost their jobs? People are saying printing money is the solution. Is it true? Cross-border transaction is stopped. What will be the fate of import and export? And how long will it remain choked like this? Government spending is now at its peak. So what will be the roadmap for further spending? What will be the realistic GDP growth can India expect in 2021 and 2022? So it is gratifying to note that the agenda of today's webinar will cover all these aspects, and we all the participants will be able to get the answers of all these questions from today's webinar. Now I like to conclude my welcome address by sharing some opinions regarding COVID-19 crisis. The COVID-19 crisis not only creates disaster, but also creates the opportunity to come together as one humankind. It also gives the opportunity to learn together. It also makes us realize our mistakes towards the environment. On the eve of World Environment Day, 5th June 2020, I like to conclude my welcome address by saying, think green, go green, save earth to save life. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir. Now I will request Dr. Runa Biswas, our Principal Madam of Shivna Shastri College, to give the welcome address.
Hello, Ruma Madam. Are you present? Hello, Ruma Madam. Principal Madam. So, presenter.
Principal Madam is present, but I think she cannot unmute herself. She is there in the meeting. So if Shomoda can assist
Principal
her
Madam,
to...
I request you please unmute your audio by touching the screen and click on the left hand side button, that is a microphone button. Please touch your screen. If you access from the mobile. Hello, Principal Madam. No.
She is not responding.
Okay. You proceed. When Madam will be available, then he will share his opinion.
Okay.
Okay.
So we move on with our program. The first part of today's program is the inauguration ceremony. The inauguration speech will be given by Professor Dhruvaranjan Dandopat. Dr. Dhruvaranjan Dandopat is a professor of commerce, University of Calcutta. He is also an associate member of Institute of Cost Accountant of India In addition to this, he is also in charge of the following assignments. He is the chairperson of Board of Studies of Commerce of University of Calcutta, Secretary of UCAC and Faculty Council for the Postgraduate Studies in Law, Convener of PhD Committee of University of Calcutta, Secretary of Indian Accounting Association Research Foundation, and Vice President of International Association for Accounting Education and Research. He is former Dean of Faculty Council in Postgraduate Studies in Commerce, Social Welfare and Business Management, and former head of Department of Commerce of University of Calcutta. Professor Dandapat has published a number of research articles in research journals, authored a number of books, and contributed in edited volumes also. We welcome you, sir, in today's program. Now I request Professor Dandapat to give the inauguration speech.
Good morning to you all. Am I audible?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
okay. So good morning to you all. I am proud and honored to be invited to this international webinar on living with knockdown, lessons from India's COVID-19 response and the way forward to economic revival. I must congratulate the organizers, particularly Principal of Malda College, Dr. Manos Poiddo, and Principal of Srimad Shastri College, who is also associated with this organizing this webinar, Dr. Runa Biswas. And I believe that the liaison is Dr. Soumya Banerjee, who happens to be my guest scholar also. He was in Malda College, and in 2019 he has joined the Srimad Shastri College. So he might have a role as a liaison between these two colleges. And the topic obviously is the topic which is much talked about today. Because without talking about this COVID-19, perhaps we cannot talk on any other topic. So therefore, this topic is a timely one. And since it is the international webinar, as Dr. Boidda has already mentioned, the more than 900 participants are joining this program from across the world. So this has been possible using this virtual platform. Otherwise, we cannot think of organizing a seminar where we'll be having more than 900 participants from different parts of the world. So it will be a very great experience to all of us who are participating in this webinar. We'll be listening to this in 2 technical sessions, as I have seen through the program. And there are 5 distinguished speakers, and they will be deliberating on different topics. And 2 chairpersons are there from Gaurbanga University, Professor Manos Chakraborty and Professor Gautam Bhomi. They will be chairing the 2 sessions. And the speakers, as I have seen, Dr. Shashwati Choudhury from St. Xavier's College, Kolkata, Dr. Vishwajit Mondal from Savarati University, CA Chiranjeev Das, who is a practicing chartered accountant, and then there is one international speaker, Dr. Subhashis Bay from Warwick University, and Professor Prabhas Choudhury from Malda College. So I believe that during these 4-5 hours deliberations on different topics, all the participants will be enriched to a great extent. And at the end of the day, as Professor Boidda has already mentioned, we will find answers to many questions. Now, this pandemic, that is COVID-19, has spread its wings across the world. It has been known that it is now spreading across 213 countries and territories. And till today, it has affected more than 67 lakhs. And out of which the number of deaths has become around 3,93,000. And India also, the situation is becoming bad to worse, and perhaps to be worse also day by day. And now the average rate of increase in the infection rate, we can say, that is around 10,000, 9,000 plus. So, which took around 2 months for 1 lakh cases In the last 15 days, it has crossed 1 lakh mark. So,
changing the name of the company. Then another one is, I can say, in the finance, that is working capital management, a study on the working capital management.
hello, hello, hello.
Audible, audible. Please carry on. Please carry on, sir.
Oh, I think there was some interruptions from other meetings.
Some of the
Anyway, so this is the situation. Now we don't know what will happen and when this pandemic will end. Now different experts, including WHO, has said that Corona will stay with us. So we have to learn new way of living with Corona, COVID-19. So this may remain with us for another 3, 4, or 6 months like that. And some good news are coming, but we don't know when it will be into reality. Hello. So
yes, sir.
some vaccine is maybe coming out. As from Italy, it has been reported a few days back that by 31st of July, maybe, that is within 45, 50 days, the vaccine may be in the reality. We don't know. But another opinion that it will take another 12 to 18 months. So unless the vaccine or medicine comes, it will be very difficult to remove or rather reduce the effect of this virus. But the main problem is that due to COVID-19, throughout the world, different countries adopted the lockdown policy. But obviously, lockdown cannot be the only policy, because then perhaps the people will die out of starvation. More people will die out of starvation rather than being affected by coronavirus. So naturally, the countries are gradually relaxing the lockdown, that is from complete lockdown to partial lockdown. And one of our speakers has used the term strategic lockdown. That means we cannot have the complete lockdown because then economy will be shattered. We have already faced, because for the last 2, 3 months, especially from in India, it has been started since 24th March midnight, so 25th March onwards. So already almost 2.5 months have been over. So we are facing the economic crisis. And this is not only for India, throughout the world. As my Vaidya has already said that the growth rate may be negative even. And it is said that it is worse than the Great Depression of 1930s. So we have seen the global financial meltdown, 2008-9, okay, and it is more severe. So now we have to find out the ways and means how to recover. Now many economic experts, including our Nobel laureate, Professor Abhijit Vinayak Bandyopadhyay, and also our former governor, Raghuram Rajan, they have stated that to boost up the demand, now the people need money. For that purpose, one of the alternatives may be printing of currency notes, because to recover within a very short period of time, we have to go for this printing of currencies for giving the money to the hands of the common people, so that demand can be boosted up. So if the demand increases automatically, then economy will be in its way. But so far as government packages to the extent of total 20 lakh crore, which we have already, all of us have noticed, I think that it is mainly to boost the supply side, okay, by giving the loan to the farmers for agricultural activities, for the small and medium SMEs, okay, different loans there. But demand side, I don't know. I think that at least has not been taken up to that extent. Maybe that they are thinking that whenever these sectors will be operational, then people involved in these sectors obviously will be generating income. Out of that, automatically money will flow into the hands of the people, and then it will generate demand. That may be one of the policies. But anyway, whatever policies are taken, the main thing is that implementation. We have seen the problem lies with the implementation. So whatever benefits are given at the governmental level through banks and other financial agencies, they should reach to the hands of the people who actually need it. But there we find in most of the cases lies the gap. Okay, so then it will be problematic. That will not solve the problem we are facing. But hope that the different agencies, the governmental agencies, will take the monetary policies regarding monitoring the system, so that there will be proper monitoring to see vigilance should be there, so that effect is going positively. So with this hope, obviously we must be hopeful that things will change, and we have already learned. Just like now we cannot think of. So we didn't think of, say, rather 3-4 months back that we'll be holding the webinar like this. And I must mention this connection that Professor Boiddo has already held one workshop where I also joined the visiting session, where more than 100 participants from different parts of this country have joined. And actually, he is working on using this virtual platform since long, maybe 5-7 years back, so far my knowledge goes. But they have organized, along with the KK Das College of Kolkata, how to use this virtual platform for teaching, learning, and evaluation. And they have successfully conducted that. And this webinar is another example that where people from across the globe can join and share their views that how to recover the economy during and also post-pandemic situation. That is very essential because we cannot remain locked down for an indefinite period. Economy must move on, it must grow. Otherwise, people will die out of starvation rather than out of the COVID-19 infection.
Hi.
Sir's audio got muted.
Automatically it has gone. Anyway, this is the problem of technology. We have to bear with it. They are giving some advantages as well as we have to face some problems also. Anyway, so now the people all over the world face the same problem almost. But in India, since we have large population, about 138 crore, out of which more than 85% belong to the informal sector, but the marginal people. So they are facing the maximum problem. So we must think of them. Perhaps for that purpose, the government of India has also focused on agriculture and SMEs when they have announced the package of 20 lakh crore package for boosting up these two sectors, because majority of the people belong to this sector. So we hope that the governmental policies will be implemented properly, and we have already learned, and we are learning also to live a new way of life. We are becoming self-reliant, and as Professor Boiddo has already mentioned, this pandemic, COVID-19, has already opened up some opportunities also, provided some opportunity also. And this is a common principle. We have known about the SWOT analysis, strength, weakness, opportunity, and threat. So then, whenever there is threat, that will show us the opportunities also. We have to find out what are the opportunities, how to overcome this threat of COVID-19, and hopefully we will be able to overcome this situation, and economy will take its normal shape. Maybe it will take some time, 2, 3, 4 years like that, because this is one of the situations. Perhaps after Great Depression, 1930s, we have not seen it. We have seen global meltdown, but effect is more serious than that. But anyway, if we join hands together, in whatever way we can contribute towards the recovery of this economy by participating in the process, and whoever in whatever position we are, we must do our best. Okay, with this hope, I convey sincere thanks to the organizer, to Manu Boiddo, Principal, Malda College, and Dr. Runa Biswas, Principal, Sidna Shastri College, Dr. Soumya Banerjee of Sidna Shastri College, and other participants, distinguished chairpersons, and learned speakers, and all the participants. I wish that this webinar will be a successful one, and I'm glad to inaugurate this webinar with the hope that all of us will have an enriching experience. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir, for your captivating speech. We are really